that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Shit. All right. So the mental chatter is something that a lot of people have. And the way to overcome this is to work on the body first before we just go into the mental state. Okay.
Okay.
So that's what we're going to work on for today. So we're going to work on that. But you've done some meditation?
I try. Yeah, I have not practiced with a group or anything like that. I just try on my own personally to, um, my easiest way in general that I can be consistent with is at least right before I sleep, doing the deep breaths and trying to clear the mind and stuff like that because I have trouble sleeping. So that's my one I can do consistently because it does help a little.
Right. Yeah, no, that's good. Um, it's so important for us to get our rest. The other night, I had trouble falling asleep. Like, I don't know what it was. And my mind was just active. And like hours I was up. And I was like, oh my God, that is the worst feeling on the planet, not being able to fall asleep. And yeah, and just trying, I could see how that could drive people crazy. That lack of sleep would
Mhm.
just push over the edge.
Yeah. I mean, I've even result, resulted to just taking at least 5 melatonin. Just like it's just like I give up. I don't want to take anything, but I'm just like I give up. I
Right.
need to sleep, and it helps a little bit. CBD helps a little bit, but yeah, it's the whole hormone thing going on. So
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. You're going through menopause?
yeah,
Yeah. Yep, that's such a fun time, isn't it? I know guys have no idea what we go through. Yeah, so perfect. If you follow any spiritual teachers, I would say that most of them participate in some type of meditation. It's like anyone that's advancing on their spiritual path understands the power of meditation, the need for quieting the mind and turning off the mind chatter. And that is so vital for spiritual growth. So that's another plus for meditation. But yeah, if your focus is to sleep, then what is your routine before you go to bed? Do you have a
I
routine?
mean, it's not as far as like I said. That's one that I think I've gotten into the habit of doing for the most part. But I would love to be able to incorporate it in some other way, even, starting my day that way. When I feel when I feel the stressors coming on or uh, I'm trying to figure out whatever dis-ease they want to call it I'm going through, but when I feel a flare up coming on, I want to be able to just, okay, stop and, utilize that meditation to hopefully subside my body more and um, kind of stop the flare ups, I guess.
Yeah, what kind of disease do you have? Do you get?
There, it's so far I've gotten fibromyalgia as a,
Okay.
you know,
Yeah.
the blanket, nothing, you know, yeah, it's just a blanket so far, but it's a process of trying to figure out what the core root cause of whatever's going on besides the gut, of course. But yeah.
Yeah, well, definitely meditation can help with that. Meditation is one of those things that goes where it needs to, it heals on the cellular level, the deep cellular level. And it is, it's amazing. It's another form of yoga. The yoga nidra portion of yoga is meditation. And it is another path to enlightenment. But to me, in order to get to any type of spiritual advancements, you cannot be in pain. You have to transcend the pain in order to get to that place where you're open to spiritual downloads and information. If you're in pain, that's all you can think about. That consumes your energy and your focus and everything else. You're just thinking about how to get out of the pain. So yeah, I could see how that works. So meditation can be used for many different things. I've used meditation if I do have stomach issues. I like you I don't like to take medication. I don't even take aspirin. But if I'm feeling something coming on or a little dis-ease, if I take the time to meditate and 20 minutes, and then I'm like raring to go. It's like I'm recharged and I can get on with my day or whatever I need to do. And yeah, it's definitely helpful in that area. All right, well, we're gonna do some techniques. And so one of the things a lot of people misunderstand is that you just want to, okay, I'm just going to sit and meditate. And um, it doesn't, I mean, some people can do that if they've meditated a lot. They can just like drop into that state. But most of us can't just like sit down and get into that Buddha state of meditation. Um, so you really, the best way to do it is to prepare the body for the journey that the mind is going to take. So how do we do that? Well, there's a number of different techniques. Just to give you a background, so my name is Jeanne Russell. I own Dolphin Touch Wellness Center, and I've had many teachers come through here. One of them was Amrit Desai, and Amrit Desai is the creator of Kapaa yoga, if you ever heard of that. And now he's down in Florida. He's at Amrit Yoga. He's one of the first yogis that came from India, came over here and decided to teach the West yoga and yoga techniques. And so he trained me in Yoga Nidra, and Yoga Nidra is like yogi sleep, but you're half asleep, half awake is the intention. Not to be fully asleep, but to quiet the mind, quiet the body, and just be in a state of awareness, basically, once you get to that state. It's not something you can just walk into. It's something you kind of have to practice and build up to. But it's definitely worth the effort that you put into it. So he taught me various techniques on Yoga Nidra. And one of them is so preparing the body and relaxing the body. Do you want to get into a meditative state? Do you want to lie down and receive the message that way? Or would you like to me to just tell you? Are you in a place where you can experience a meditation?
Yes. Sure.
So I don't have to see you, you know, if you, um, as long as you can hear me, that's fine. But if you want to, lie down, that'd be fine, or sit up, or whatever way you think is the most comfortable for you. And, you can just get in that state. What do you prefer?
Um, it'd probably be easier for me to lie down.
Yeah,
I know my brain.
yeah. Okay, so
Um,
just
so
lie
while
down,
you're
let me,
doing it,
I'm sorry?
while you're while you're doing it, are you gonna be like kind of like teaching uh are you just doing the meditation to get me there, or are we going
I'm
through
gonna
like
be
education
teaching
of
you
how?
I'm gonna be teaching you techniques on, yeah, I'll be
Okay,
teaching you. And so I kind of
right,
teach
perfect.
experimentally, you know, for you participating. So
Okay.
yeah, just let me know when you're ready. And so
Okay, did I? Okay, good.
okay. So you just want
Yep.
to relax the body, and
Mm.
what you want to do is, so we want to take our focus, because of a lot of our energy is in our minds and our thought processes, right? Especially with iPhones and computers and TV and all these distractions, you know, we're all doing that. We want to shut all that down and get into a place where, instead of getting in our minds, we're going to get into our bodies, putting our focus on our body. So, as you're lying down, I want you to adjust your body in any way that, you know, helps you to relax. You know, if your shoulders are tight. So we're going to go through the body parts, focusing on the body. And we know that energy goes where attention flows. So we're going to take our attention off our upper body, off our mind, off our upper chakras, and bring it down into our physical body. So we're going to focus first on our feet. So I want you to just rotate your ankles, rotate left, rotate right, rotate them in a circle, and just focus on your feet right now. And then as we're moving up, our legs, focusing on their calves, and just put your attention there, put your focus there. And your knees, and shake your knees up and down. So on your right leg, you want to move your hip, moving your hip left to right, just working that lower body. And then feel your whole right leg and shake it out. Just a little bit. Just shake it up and down. Now going to your left leg, shaking your knees, rotating your knees, moving up your leg to your hips, and move your hips from left to right. And now just shake your left leg, rotating it up and down, rotating that ankle as you do it, keep it moving, shaking it out. And then take both legs and just shake it out. Now, we're moving up to our torso. And just take your hands and touch your belly, your abdomen, small intestine, large intestines, your stomach. Sacral chakra. Just kind of feel the body. Feel yourself, feel your own body. And just focusing on that. Then moving up to the heart and the chest. And just kind of feel your chest as you breathe in and out. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. And feeling your body, feeling your chest. Now feel your arms, rotating your arms left. First your left arm, rotate your wrist. Moving your hands up to your elbow, bending your elbow, feeling that area, and moving up to your left shoulder, rotating your left shoulder. And now going to the right, your right wrist, moving up to your right elbow, moving up to your right shoulder. Now shake out your left arm, just gonna shake it out. And shake out your right arm, shake that out. Okay. Now we're gonna work on our neck. So dropping the neck and then rotate it around. Good. And then dropping your neck and then rotate it to the other side. And then lifting your shoulders and dropping, lifting your shoulders and dropping, lifting your shoulders and dropping. And how does that feel so far?
Good.
Amazing. Yeah. Yeah, good. All right. So now that the body, the body is prepared, we want to adjust our body as they're lying down, adjust our body and work out any kinks. So check in, is your hip a little off? Is your neck tight? And just kind of shake it out. Whatever your body needs, just kind of shake it out. Move it around. Shake it out. Okay, now get into a comfortable position. Adjusting however micro movements you need to make to help you be in a relaxed state. Now we want to put your focus on your third eye, the space between your eyebrows, the pituitary gland we're going for. And we want to just focus on that gland Focus on that area and even leaning the head back a little bit. Just focus on opening up that area. Opening up your third eye. Connection to the divine. Now you want to use your breath. Using your breath, breathing in. Hold for 2. And then exhale. Actually, we're going to do the 3, 4, 5 breath. So breathe in for 3. Hold for 4. And exhale for 5. Breathing in for 3. Hold for 4. And exhale for 5. One more time, breathing in for 3. Hold for 4. And exhale for 5. And just relax, seep deeper into your meditation and let go. Now we're just going to go through the chakras. Simple meditation you can do just to go through each chakra in your body. So let's start with the root chakra. We want to put your attention at the base of the spine. And just feel that energy center. Just feeling it open. You might see the color red or imagine black. Anything that's very grounding. Just feel that energy at the base of your spine. You just kind of want to feel it open, like a flower, like a lotus flower opening and blossoming. And then we're going to move up from the base of the spine to the sacral chakra. So those are your sexual organs, your ovaries, especially going through menopause, very important area. Because that area is just readjusting and realigning. So just focus on that area. This is your creativity center. This is your expression of who you are. And just allow that to open. Imagine that lotus flower, usually the color orange. It's used for that. So you open that area, allowing more light, more energy, more focus. Good. Well, you could spend more time here, but we're going to move on. Maybe on your own meditation, you can do that. Moving up to your solar plexus, that's your stomach, your small intestine, large intestine, your whole digestive system. Focusing on that. So feeling like yellow, orange, red, could be a mixture of those colors in that area, that lotus flower opening up in your stomach, allowing that energy to open, 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 healing, sending healing energy wherever it's needed, oxygenating the cells, detoxing where needed, releasing, opening. And we're moving up to the chest, your heart chakra, your lungs. All of these are connected there. Usually the color green or pink. Green for healing, pink for self-love. Just feeling that heart chakra open, the energy opening, focusing and opening, releasing and letting go. Feeling the healing energy, any ice, any walls that are formed over the heart chakra, just feeling those melt and go away. Opening, opening, opening. Now we're going to move up to the throat chakra. Usually the color blue. And allowing your throat and your ears, throat chakra is connected to your ear canal, and opening that channel, opening that energy, that pathway, creating space, allowing you to speak your truth, allowing you to have discernment to hear the truth. Feeling that energy moving through that area. And then moving up to your third eye, the space between your eyebrows. Allowing that pineal gland to open. Connecting, expanding. Could be light purple color, white. Energy of that. Opening, opening, opening. And then up to the top of the head. Just feel this open channel to the divine. Okay. So it's just a little quick run through. How do you feel?
Good.
Were you able to get into a state that you enjoyed?
No.
So what was happening?
Almost.
Almost, yeah,
Just
I cut it short.
no, and it was the sounds that my neighbors started up the the sounds around me started up another chat, and so that distracted me.
Oh, I didn't hear that. But
So yeah.
so my teacher said, let any distraction bring you
Mhm.
deeper into your meditation.
Okay.
So the noise, it's like having that laser focus. Like
Mhm.
I'm not going to be controlled by outside actions. I'm not going to allow someone to take me out of my peace. I'm going to stay in that state and I'm going to go deeper into my meditation. It's something that definitely takes practice.
Mhm.
But just to reiterate, to get you to that place, the first thing we have to do is prepare the body, right?
Okay. Okay. Yes,
So you don't
makes sense.
just sit and meditate and like, okay, I'm gonna meditate now.
Right.
It's a really hard thing to do for most people. But if we do like what I did, you walked you through the body parts. You start at the bottom of the feet, you're working your way up to your head, top of your head, working all your body parts. And
Mhm.
you put your focus on those different parts of the body,
Mhm.
then you're not in your mind, you're now focused on your body. So it's taking
Right.
you out of the mind and into the body.
Okay.
And then, so that's the first step. Just walk through like I did with you. That's why I recorded it so you can play it again. So if you walk through starting at the bottom of your feet, your ankles, your body, using your body, focusing on different, you shake it, you put your attention on it, and then you move to the next part and the next part, next part of your body. And then you adjust your body however you need to. If there's some kinks in your body, some tightness, some things that are just a creak in your neck, whatever it is, you move the body and you relax it, you work out those kinks. And then you use the breath. Now, the breath could have been a lot longer, but you can use your breath. And the breath that I was using today was the 3-4-5 breath. So you breathe in for 3, hold for 4, and exhale for 5. Even if you just did the breath work, that would be very powerful, especially before you go to bed.
Mhm. Mhm.
Just focusing on your breath, breathing in for 3, hold for 4, out for 5, you know, and just do
And
that.
so
Yeah.
I've heard of different breath, the different ways that 3, 4, 5. What is that like? Is that why did you choose that? I guess would be my question.
Um, it seems like a really simple thing to share with people. And
Okay.
thing is, as we focus on our breath, it takes us out of our mind. So we have to think.
Mhm.
So 3-4-5 means you breathe in for 3 counts, you hold
Mhm.
for 4 counts, and you exhale for 5.
Right. So it's
Right?
taking away from your mind because you're focusing on that.
Yes. And so if you're
Gotcha.
counting, that
Yeah.
keeps the mind busy, It's like, oh,
Right. Yeah.
keep
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
mind busy. I'm gonna count. So I can't be thinking about my bills or what somebody said to me yesterday. No, it keeps the mind busy. The other thing is when our
Mhm.
life is reeling out of control, like we feel like we have no control in our life and things are happening to us all the time, whatever it is. The one thing we can control is our breath. No matter what's
Mhm.
going on in our life, we can always control our breath. So it kind of gives us back control of our life. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
So the the fact that our breath is always there for us, and a lot of us breathe unconsciously. We're not even thinking about our breath. We're not focused on our breath. We're just like breathing, da da da, going through our life. But um, when we can control little in our life, the one thing we always can control is our breath. And it gives us that confidence, like, okay, yeah, I'm in charge here. There might
Mhm.
be a million things going on around me. The whole world might be crumbling. The Who knows what's going on in the world? You know, God knows if you listen to the news. It's crazy. But um when we feel a little lost and a little out of sorts, just go back to the breath. So breathe in for 3, hold for 4, and out for 5. And that act of us being in control of that little thing, just a little thing of our breath, is powerful in shifting how we are, how we feel, you know, like, okay, yeah. So the breath is a very important tool. And then the next thing I did, so we did the physical in the body, getting you in your body, um, releasing any tension, helping the body relax. You know, when I do this exercise with the body, I don't even realize areas that I'm holding, that I'm tight. Like I'll be like, you know, like my leg might be super tight and I'm not even realizing it. And I'm like, okay, oh, relax. Yeah, shake that leg out. Let the leg relax. Let your hips relax. Let everything relax. Because all through the day, we're holding tension in our body in different ways. And when we focus on that, you know, we're not even aware of all these areas that we're holding. And then we just like, okay, you can relax now. Relax the back, relax the neck. Yeah, it's crazy because I'm like, oh my God, why am I holding my legs so tight?
Mhm. Mhm.
And you wonder why you have pain. It's like you've been holding this thing all day long, you know. So just kind of relaxing the body. And then the breath. And then the next thing is that we go through the chakras. And you're familiar with chakras, yeah?
Correct.
You know all the chakra
Yes.
areas? Well,
Yeah.
I walked us through it anyway. So there are 7 chakra
Right.
centers in our body, and each one has a different purpose and spins at a different way. You know, they spin energy, creating energy vortexes. And um, when we focus on them, we give them attention and we allow them to open up and heal. So we started at the root chakra, which was the base of the spine, moving up to the sacral chakra, which is your sexual organs, and moving up to the solar plexus, which is your stomach, small intestine, large intestine, and then moving up to your heart and your lungs, that area, and your throat, and your third eye, and then the top of the head. So each one of these areas has a different function, and each one of these chakras are connected to different organs in our body. So as you're going through it, you might want to focus, stay on one area. Like I was feeling your sacral chakra. And that's, you're going through menopause, the body is shifting down there, a lot of transformations. So maybe it needs a little extra tension, a little extra love, basically.
Mhm.
Yep.
Oh
So
yeah.
you're just basically giving yourself love too when you do this meditation. And
Mm.
moving up. And then when I got to your heart chakra, that was another area that I was focusing on for you. And, the heart holds a lot of energy. And a lot of times we put walls up or we close it off or don't want to open our hearts for fear of rejection or whatever. And allowing that heart chakra to open, so powerful. And through this, just with focused intention, just focusing on the heart, heals it, allows it to open. We have the ability to heal ourselves in so many ways. That, with the power of our own touching our own body, so powerful. I don't know if you know Reiki, but I
Mhm.
teach Reiki. It's something I've used
Mhm.
for many, many years, and I'm a strong believer in it. But we all have that ability, whether you're trained in Reiki or not, to just like rub your hands together, creating heat, and then putting our hands on ourselves, whatever area is needed, stomach, solar plexus, sacral chakra, whatever, we can heal ourselves on many, many ways. So, yeah. So we go through all the chakras in the meditation. And then, normally I would just have you stay in that state and do it for a prolonged period of time. But this
Mhm.
is more of a how-to type of thing.
Mhm. Mhm.
But so you have like some basic tools now to start doing meditation on your own. You also can listen to a guided meditation. I have a few on YouTube and a few others that you can just have someone walk you through this process. And I recorded this, so you also have, I'll send you the replay so you can listen to it again. And maybe that's where you start doing a guided meditation, listening to somebody walking you through it. But, honestly, meditation doesn't need to be hours and hours. Like literally 10 minutes, 15 minutes, start there. And, I mean, that's plenty. If you get a chance to do 15 minutes a day, that would be amazing. But, wherever it doesn't need to be, a 45-minute meditation to get you to that place. You're just trying to get you to this relaxed state where you can relax the body, relax the mind, and just be in this yoga nidra state. But yeah. So how do you feel?
Good. I'm encouraged. I needed this little pep talk.
Need a
That's what I needed. No, seriously, I just Yeah. Life, the way it turns, and you just step away from that kind of stuff, and it's just like, no, this is what I need. This is this is yeah. And I I'm only taking the time because I'm not working right now, and I'm just like, okay, this is ridiculous. This is something I can do even if I have to go back to the job. So yeah.
Right. Like I said, you really don't need a lot of time. You know, it, 10, 15 minutes, especially at night, if you have trouble sleeping, or if you
Hmm.
want to wake up in the morning and do it,
Right.
whatever,
Right.
you have to find the right time for you. Um, you know, it, whatever works in your schedule and your
Hmm.
body. And yeah, don't feel like this is going to be a burden, and it should be something enjoyable, and hopefully you're going to feel good doing it, and that's going to be enough encouragement to keep doing it.
Right. Right. Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, and I really believe in the power of meditation. Like I said, most spiritual teachers, you talk to, I don't know if you follow any, but like Esther Hicks, and um there's so many spiritual teachers out there, Cryon, Burchard, they all use meditation. Meditation opens the doorway to higher levels of intelligence, information. It heals the body. It has so many benefits. So I encourage you to keep doing it. We,
Thank you. I needed
yeah,
that encouragement.
yeah, we do meditation here. You live on Kauai or no?
Yeah, yeah. I'm back in Kapaa,
Oh, okay,
so I'm near you now.
nice. Well, we do meditation quite often. We're actually leaving for a retreat um this week, well, Sunday, and then we're going to Mount Shasta. We're doing a retreat out there. So this month is not the best month for meditation, but we'll be doing it again next month. So stay tuned, or if you follow our newsletter. But yeah, we do whale meditations, like dolphin meditations, crystal bowl meditations, usually on a regular basis. So because we love meditation. But yeah, I encourage you to do it on your own, and you'll get this recording. You can listen to it and just lie down like you did and go again into that state, and just extend it a little longer, and yeah, it one you're gonna feel the benefit, and that's just gonna motivate you to, like, oh yeah, I want to do that again. Yeah.
Cool. Yes.
Any last questions or comments that you want to say?
Not really. I just want to express gratitude for you offering this. It's just like I said, I needed that push. I needed that, like, okay, just start it. Stop, like meandering around. And yeah, I really want to express gratitude for that little kick and offering this your
Oh, my
time. I mean,
pleasure.
it's amazing. Thank you, Jeannie.
My pleasure. If you're around, yeah, stop